Hello and welcome to a Brit Reacts to Bollywood. I am your Brit and I have been enjoying very much checking out some of the more recent films in Bollywood and also getting some feedback from you guys on certain non-Hindi films, and I'm going to look into that a little bit more if any of you are interested. And if there's any particular films in other languages that a majority of you would suggest, I'll take a look. Today I want to look at a song from the film 1942, A Love Story. I've seen this before, something from this, and the poster really reminds me of Gone with the Wind is the poster it reminds me of, because it's just so, it looks epic. It's set in the 40s, and of course Gone with the Wind was made in the 40s. And we have this kind of mix of epic historical period telling, narrative telling, with a sort of private love story. So it's a 1994 Hindi language patriotic romance film. Patriotic romance, isn't it? So it's retelling history in a certain patriotic light. Whether that is true or not is another question, but it's portraying it, it's telling a story, and it's trying to make the audience feel a certain way and think a certain way about their own history. So it's directed by Vidhu Vinod Chopra. It stars Anil Kapoor, MANISHA KOIRALA, who I love, and Jackie Shroff again, with Anupam Kher and Brian Glover. I didn't know Brian Glover was in this. Brian Glover's a great British actor. He passed away, but he was wonderful. He was in Kes, and he was in An American Werewolf in London, and also in Alien 3. The film revolves around two lovers, Naren Kapoor and Rajo, played by Koirala, who come from contrasting family backgrounds, and it shows how their relationship is threatened owing to the outbreak of the Indian Revolutionary Movement. And this is, of course, set during the Second World War. The core plot was reported to be inspired by the Kannada language film Mysore Malige, or Mali, which itself was based on the 1942 work of the same title by K.S. Narasimhaswamy. R.D. Burman composed the highly successful soundtrack with lyrics by Javed Akhtar. It was the last film work of R.D. Burman, who died before the release of the film. Wow, it was the first film on Dolby Stereo. It's about the decline of the British Raj from power and the emergence of Indian independence. So it's a patriotic film. Let's take a look at this song, Achi Lagti Ho. Should we take a look at this song? I don't know what to expect. Oh.
कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो.
Oh, lovely.
कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो. क्या कहना है, क्या सुनना है, मुझको पता है, तुमको पता है. समय का ये पल थम सा गया है, और इस पल में कोई नहीं है. बस एक मैं हूँ, बस एक तुम हो.
This is really interestingly filmed.
कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो. से यूं उतरे बादल जैसे आंचल ढल के कितने गहरे हल्के शाम के रंग हैं छलके पर्वत से यूं उतरे बादल जैसे आंचल ढल के और इस पल में कोई नहीं है बस एक मैं हूँ बस एक तुम हो कुछ ना कहो कुछ भी ना कहो
Really imaginative staging and use of imagery, costume. Really dreamlike. It's strange.
सुलगी सुलगी सांसें बहकी बहकी धड़कन महके महके शाम के साए पिघले पिघले तन मन सुलगी सुलगी सांसें बहकी बहकी धड़कन महके महके शाम के साए पिघले पिघले तन मन और इस पल में कोई नहीं है बस एक मैं हूँ बस एक तुम हो
Nice shot. Look at this. And they're very light-hearted, they're not upset. This is a really, really strange and interesting and imaginative song. And what's interesting to me is this reminds me of Hollywood musicals, dance musicals from the 40s. So it's evoking that period and that style from a Western context. Literally and figuratively, it's on a stage. We're watching the stage. So it's playing with that idea of a tradition of art and acting and musicals coming from the theatre onto film. And a lot of those Hollywood musicals were set on stages, so they were filming stage musicals in a sense. They were filming stage productions, so it's bringing that tradition back. And also it's remarkably low budget, like, and I mean that in the sense that this is for an epic film. This is a stage, you've got two actors, you've got a really imaginative choreographer and lighting and that beautiful scarf motif going through it, and what they did with the scarf. The budget is saved. They're not in a big setting. They're not lots of things going on, not tons of dancers, not loads of distractions. It's two actors having this dreamlike romantic interaction on a stage. They fill up the camera, they fill up the screen. They're all you need. No distractions are needed. It's an incredibly imaginative use of budget. Really nice. And MANISHA KOIRALA is excellent. She's so vivacious and distracting and eye-catching. And she looks like Ariana Grande or Ariana Grande. She's just stunning. And of course, ANIL KAPOOR, who I saw in Mission Impossible. It's wonderful to see these two in their prime doing these things. I love this. It's such a really beautiful song as well. Very tender and gentle. It's a real love song. Wonderful, wonderful use of stage and actors. It's really not over the top and it's really preserved, presumably, the budget for other things. I like it. I really like this. What do you think of this? Do you remember when you first saw this? If you were around, or if you were young or old enough to see it? I'd love to know. Are there other great songs to watch from this? But the poster itself reminds me of Gone with the Wind, and it really seems to evoke that period of 40s films and entertainment in the West, at least. I love it. Let me know. Beautiful. So romantic. All right, I am your Brit reacting to Bollywood. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Chin chin. Cheerio.